Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kathy. So I wanted to do a video on it's okay not to answer. So that might sound weird. I first heard that saying a long time ago. I think I was in my 20s. I'm not sure if I was a teenager, but it always stuck with me. Like if someone is pressuring you to get you to say something, or if you need to think about your answer and they're saying, well, what is it? What is it? You know, and just trying to force you into either saying something that isn't true or makes you look bad, or admitting to something, or there's a lot of different scenarios. So I always liked that saying. I don't like being, pressured into anything. And, if I need to take my time and think about something, I really like to think about things like decisions and look at all the different options and whatever it is. That's just how I am. So, but yeah, that has always stuck with me, that it's okay not to answer. And so don't feel rushed if someone's pressuring you to say something, to maybe admit to something, or to make yourself look bad, or something like that. So a couple Bible verses came to mind. It's talked about Jesus not answering, and both in the Old Testament and the New Testament. And I did a quick search, and 14 Bible verses talk about Jesus not opening his mouth, not answering. And I always think, God likes the number 7 or multiples of 7. So 14, that must be an important message he's trying to say. So let's go over the two. So in the Old Testament, it's in the book of Isaiah, and he's prophesying about what is going to happen in the future. So Isaiah chapter 53, verse 7, he was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shearers is dumb, so he openeth not his mouth. Okay, and then if we go ahead to the New Testament that fulfills that prophecy, that's in Matthew chapter 27. It starts at verse 12, so 12, 13, and 14. And this is what is happening to Jesus after he's been arrested. And okay, so Matthew 27, verse 12. And when he was accused of the chief priests and elders, he answered nothing. Then said Pilate unto him, Hearest thou not how many things they witness against thee? And he answered him to never a word, insomuch that the governor marveled greatly. So those couple examples of Jesus not feeling pressured to answer, and I mean, his life is at stake. He could have, said so many things. He could have done so many things, but that's a whole other story for a different time. He knew what he had to do. He had to be, arrested, accused, crucified, die, buried, and then he would be raised from the dead. So, he was fulfilling everything, but he did not feel pressured to answer. And yeah, so I don't know if that makes sense. Like I said, I heard that saying decades ago, and it just always sticks in my mind. If someone's trying to condemn you or accuse you of something, or force you into admitting something, or forcing you to say a quick answer that, you're just trying to get them off your back, you know, it's okay not to answer, and you can take your sweet time. If they're pressuring you, you can say, I'll get back to you, or let me think about it. If they're really on you and in your face and everything, you can just say, hold on, you know, let me do some thinking. I will get back to you. Or why are you pressuring me so much? You know, and put it back on them. So not to get all psychoanalytical and all that, but those are just some examples, you know. So don't let anyone pressure you and force you into saying something, or yeah. So anyways, I hope that makes sense. Let me know down below if you've ever had that happen. Maybe you're rushed into answering something, saying something that later you're like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Now I'm in trouble. Or I shouldn't have said it that way. They were forcing me. They were pressuring me. Yeah, so just know that you don't have to answer. So, all right. Well, I hope everyone's having a great day. You like my shirt there? And I will see everyone in the next video. All right. God bless.